Hello, welcome to Immigration Vibes. We are going to discuss about agents, visa agents. So I know that a lot of people like to use visa agents and they are not aware of the consequences of the information that the visa agents are putting on their applications. So today we are going to look at some of the consequences or the disadvantages of using an agent to apply for your US visa application. But I am not discouraging you from using an agent, but I want to create an awareness that once you decide to use an agent, you should be aware of the following information that I'm going to share with you in this video. So, number one, you should be aware of the information that you are giving to the agent to put on the applications. I understand that not a lot of people know how to use the computer because there's a tendency of everybody that doesn't know how to use the computer will give the information to an agent to put on the computer on their behalf. But now, you should also be aware of what kind of information or what is the agent on his own part or her part entering the visa application on the system that you don't know. You should be aware of the kind of documents that the visa agent is attaching to your application. You should be aware of the fact that the visa agent might have documents that they must have used for another client that they're going to use it for you without you knowing. And you don't know whether this client has used this information or the document at the same embassy that you are going, and what are the consequences. Was the person discovered or did they use it successfully? And the bad news is that the agent is never gonna declare to you that they must have used the same document at the same embassy with another client. But it is now your responsibility to actually find out, or probably asking the agent and telling the agent that I have my own documents, or making sure the agent is aware that you know that is a game the agent is going to play. So making it known to the agent or putting the agent on notice of that fact that the agent can do that kind of a thing might help you scare the agent from using that document, because the agent might feel that you are already aware of the game. Then another thing is, you should know that if you use fake documents or documents that the agent must have used it at the same embassy through another client, and if the embassy discovers it, they are not just going to deny you the visa, but the point is they're going to indicate against your name in the system that you actually use those kind of documents. In the sense that when you will want to apply for a visa in another country, especially those 5 eyes that I mentioned some times ago, that they collaborate with the US Embassy to share immigration information database. That is US, Britain, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So I said that these 5 countries, they have a collaboration. They are in partnership to share visa information within themselves. So say you went to the US Embassy and this kind of thing happened to you, therefore it will be in a system where these other 4 countries are going to have access to. Which means that if you later on want to travel to these countries and you want to apply for a visa, they are equally going to see that you are that kind of a person that you can easily use fake documents or bad documents or documents that are fraudulent. So this is going to work against you seriously. So how can you take charge of your own application if you are using an agent? The better way to do is make sure that every document that you issue to the agent, you keep a copy. Whatever information that the agent is entering the visa application, you should have a copy of it. Also, you should know that any information that the visa agent is entering the application, you are going to be able to back it up with the documents. Because if you just use documents I mean, if you just use information on the application and you don't have documents to back it up, when the time comes, then you are not going to get the visa. Okay, you are not going to get the visa, so you have to be watchful about that. So every information that the visa agent is entering the system or entering the application, have a copy, and make sure you ask questions too. Ask questions. Excuse me, I hope you are using this kind of information. Make sure you write the information that he asks you to bring on a piece of paper before you submit to him or her. Keep your own copy too, so that in case maybe they don't give you for some reason, at least you have the same information. This is useful in the sense that once you are planning to go there or you are preparing to go for your interview, you can review this information to make sure that you have it accurate, so that you don't mix up information. And mindful of the fact that the agent is not going to come with you. It's not going to come with you to the visa interview. So don't be so funny. Don't be thinking that the agent who has applied for you the application or help you to fill out the visa application is going to be the one to accompany you to the visa interview, or is going to be allowed to help you answer some questions during the interview. No, the agent might tell you that, oh, pay me this amount of money because I'm going to use my car to drive you there, and you don't know the extent that the person is going to get involved. But I just want to let you know that the person can drive you, park the car outside, but since the person did not make any appointment for themselves to get inside the interview room, they are not going to be allowed to get in there. So it's all about you. You are the one to show your appointment paper that shows that you have an appointment booked there on that day and that time. You are the only one to enter the interview room. You are still going to be the only one to be asked questions, and you are still going to be the only one to answer those questions. So whatever the agent put on the application is the agent has no consequences for himself, because according to the agent, what you need to do, what you needed the agent to do was to send you to the embassy. So now it is now your responsibility to answer the questions there and make sure that they are accurate and make sure that they're matching the information that the agent entered into the application. Failure to match the information with what the agent entered into the application will jeopardize your chances of getting the visa approved. So I hope that this information is going to enlighten a lot of people who depend so much on agents to do them everything. What about some agents that also use your information? Whenever you contact them, they now want to pair somebody with you without your knowledge. In this situation, make sure you let the agent know that you are not ready to pair with somebody, because there are so many consequences when they pair you with somebody, that you don't know. You don't know what the person is coming with. You don't know the person's background. You don't know if something can come up that affects the person that can linger with your own. For example, a lot of people that won the DV lottery, some agents like to pair them with other people, some virtual husband and wife kind of thing. So if you are taking risks to go to the embassy because you won the DV lottery, and somebody wants to pair you with another person that you don't know as a couple, then you have a right to say, no, I don't want to do that. Because if you accept it, then what if the person has some criminal record that you didn't know, and you accept it, they pay you like husband and wife, and then the person go and spoil your chances of getting the visa? What about the fact that the embassy can make some search and discover that it's fake marriage and then deny you the visa? Those are the things that you have to take into consideration. What about the fact that the person now answer questions that, because you and the person don't know each other that well, that are contrary to the same questions that they're going to ask you, and they're going to jeopardize your visa too. So you have to be very careful with the kind of agent that you look for, and you should be bold enough to tell the agent exactly what you are anticipating or what you want. So failure to be in charge of your own application will jeopardize a lot of things that you might not know how to back them up at the interview. Thank you for watching my video, and please share it to your loved ones. Bye.